Welcome back
to Small Ponds,
Big Dreams. I'm your host, Matt.
And this is his co-host in crime, James.
And we are here to provide you with fishy topics and knowledge weekly with some humorous antics on the side.
So what do you say, Matt? You want to dive into this week's episode?
Into the deep we go! What is up, pond hoppers?
What is down?
What is down is up and up is down?
Down, down, left, right.
Squared, purple, orange, circle, triangle, cube. XBBY to the triangle
A squared plus B squared
equals C squared.
Whoa!
No,
we learned
equals
something
C
in school.
C
Squared?
C, what would be the 4? C
Fourth.
to the 4th power, right?
Cubed.
Cubed. Okay, that's what it is. See, that's what I'm
Cubed.
thinking. Why are we talking about mathematics? We know shit about fishing, not math. We don't even know shit about fishing. How was your week, bro?
Long and hot.
Dude, it is the first hot spell here in
It's
Ohio.
a national heat wave, dude.
And it's a national heat wave. We're having a heat wave.
I don't know that one.
We're having a heat wave. I don't know what that's from, but it definitely is in my mind.
VeggieTales?
I did watch VeggieTales as a kid, which could explain a fucking lot.
That's why we were talking about carrots.
No, if we were talking about cucumbers or tomatoes, it'd be a different
Was there no
story.
carrot on VeggieTales? I never watched.
To my knowledge, I don't think
Tomatoes?
so. There was a lot of tomatoes and cukes.
Cukes.
And cukes.
Cute as a cuke.
Cute as I'm chill as a cucumber. Dude, yeah, this week has sucked. I was down and out for most of the week, so I didn't even have to experience the heat, but I know it was hot out.
Yeah, I don't like this. It's like it's censoring hooks that hoodlums.
I know it does the same thing for paddleboard crusaders if I move a certain way, but then if I keep my head down, well, then they can't even see my face. Hey guys,
Just the whole pod this way.
how do you guys like this angle? You don't even know we're talking.
Looks like we're both just staring at our crotches.
Oh, look at it. It's bad.
Got a pillow down there?
2 of them. Yeah, dude. So fishing has been a little bit of nilch. You had a skunky day last weekend when we went out, right?
Oh, we went out for like an hour and a half, and
both of us
we
wanted-
both skunked.
Yeah, we both were like, well, no, see, I didn't skunk. I mean, I skunked at that outing, but I had gone out earlier that day before you, and yeah, no. And then I went out for a little bit on Sunday and nothing really. I think I got like 1 or 2, and then nothing until yesterday. Yeah. And then yesterday was just like trials and tribulations. I had a nice one on, lost it. I lost like 5 G crazies. I caught 1 fish on the G crazy and it was like this big. Yeah. So it's not been good. And it's like that time of year where I mean, you can catch fish during the heat of the day, but when it's this hot, dude, there's just no point of being out. The water is like boiling at that point. It's just terrible. Absolutely
That's
terrible.
why we're gonna go fishing, like.
And this is why we're going fishing here in like probably a half hour. But at least it'll be on the cooling down period, and there might be some shade in areas.
Yeah, maybe a little breeze. I see the leaves are rustling.
Leaves are a tussling, which doesn't bode well for what I want to throw. And speaking of what I want to throw, I got a tiny Donk Express, like super duper tiny.
Oh, hold on.
It might be tiny. There we go. It may be tiny, but it is super cool. This is actually a company that what is his name on?
Rosler.
That's their name. But what's Chris's name on Instagram? What's his Instagram handle?
Chris
You know who I'm talking about.
Dano.
Yeah. What is his? Is it Big Chris? It might just be Big Chris. Why, Chris? I apologize, buddy. I just know he's Chris now. Yeah, Big Chris, 1121. He was actually the one that turned me on to this because I like messaged him. We were talking about wake baits because we've been hyping on that rat one. I was like, dude, I need a BFS one, and he was like, I know somebody that makes one. So he sent me over Rose Lure Co. and she actually had a drop inbound. Like when I first stumbled or was shown her profile, the first post was that she had some coming. So I immediately was like, yes, please. So these are, oh my God, this is the hardest way. Nope. I'll take a picture and I will send it to you, and James will insert it right here this time.
We'll see.
No, this time. I already have a picture, so I can just send it to you right now because I put it on our Instagram. But so she makes a couple different baits. They're all made out of balsa, I think, or at least different types of wood. So it's a wood lure, which is first for me.
Resin in her bio.
I don't know. All I know is like her post today was wood. This is definitely balsa wood.
Yeah.
The paint job is really stellar on it, actually. I think it's pretty cool. You can tell it's like almost like a brush paint job. Got the tail all glued in, gives you one extra tail in case somebody likes to, you know, rip your shit up or tear it up. So nice. I'm super excited. That's actually, if I can grab it without making a total fucking disaster. Oh, of course, it's gonna be a disaster. Stay. And it won't show it off anyway. But that's, I got two of them, and this one, which you cannot see, is on my rod for tonight. That will be what I'm throwing for tonight. So I'm excited about that. So that's all I had in the mail. Do you have anything come in?
I did. I had a small Bayou order come in.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, that's right. You did tell me about that.
Yeah. Restocking on a few things, literally.
Yeah. Not figuratively there.
And picked up the Techno Frog, which I'm actually going to go out and throw tonight. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm a little hesitant about tonight because we are kind of ripping out there a little early.
No, that's why I'm going to not start on the top water, honestly.
Well, that's why I'm taking 2 rods, and
Exactly.
one rod is going to stay in the car until I start seeing low light hour, and then I'll go back and get it. And I'm going to throw my idea is to throw the Crackdown, which is what I have tied on. If I don't get any bites on that, I'm going to bring some glides with me. I might throw a glide bait around for a little bit. I just don't want to pack around 2 rods and have one that I know I'm not going to throw for 2 hours.
Yeah, but where we're going to begin with, you can rod it on your backpack and not have to worry about it because you're not going to hit a tree.
Yeah, it's true. I could do that, but I wasn't planning on bringing the backpack because honestly, once I switch over to the BFS rod, I'm not throwing anything but that wake bait.
Yeah.
So I don't need my BFS bag.
Well,
so I was going to take my swim bait bag.
Have my follow up.
Oh, I don't need a follow up. I'm just going to throw. I'm just throwing top water. My whole idea is to catch something on the top.
Water.
So. What was that again?
Top water.
Hey.
Wait, what kind of bait was that again?
Oh, it's
Top water.
Oh, wow. Guys, this is a...
Top water.
Oh, man. Poor Eli. He's going to regret ever giving that to us. I need you to send me that so I can make that as text on my phone.
I did.
Did you?
It's in the group chat.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, sometimes when you send those, they don't show up for me.
I'm pretty sure you commented on it.
I did comment on it, but I just was like, man, if I can't, let's do it all. What a dick, right? What an absolute dick. So yeah, that's our plan for tonight. Now the plan is to hit one spot. That was my worry, kind of. Also, is overfishing it before it hits low light hour.
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna be there for a couple hours,
we can always switch over to.
Or do we?
I mean, you're throwing BFS. You can go after the dinks in the other pond.
What other pond?
Grace.
Oh, what do you mean? Like switch it up for the low light hour?
Yeah.
No, I want to be at Macaroni for low light. There's good bass in Macaroni.
No.
My face was just gone. I hate this. We'll not do this again. It's just so nice and comfy in here. Yeah, I don't want to be at Macaroni though, not at low light, because there are better quality of fish. I'd rather go fish for Dinkley Winks beforehand. But then again, I'm throwing a big, gigantic swim bait. So we might just end up, because that was my original idea. Just throw big baits for the daytime, and then when it switches over to low light, just throw that little wake bait, and that's it. And then kind of in my mind, I was thinking you're switching it up, right? You're going from big to small. Giggity. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll update you guys next week. You'll know about that next week. Other than that,
Or if you're on the Instagram, you'll probably know about it later.
they're already
before this
on
even drops.
Instagram, which since they're already on Instagram, what I'm about to talk about next, which if I would have thought about it ahead of time, I might have had it with me. But since you guys can't see anything with this goddamn blur, you'll just have to go to the Instagram to see it. But we had been kind of teasing a little bit over the last couple episodes about something. And that something finally has been released. We were allowed to actually start talking about it yesterday, which was July 2nd. That's why we finally put out our post. I was given the opportunity to help prototype one of G-Crack's new lures coming out. So you guys know, I was giddy as a schoolgirl. Like, it's G-Crack. I was so excited. So the way this happened is I'm a Crack House member, as you all know. If you've been listening for a while, I've talked about the Crack House for a very long time. Basically, they put out saying they were looking for a couple people to promote some prototypes, do a little promoting for them, things of that nature, to apply. And I applied, and I was chosen. Super excited. They sent me my Magnum Q-Bomb, which is what I was what was chosen for me to prototype. And as you know, James, we went to work hard. I fished nothing but that Magnum Q-Bomb for a while. We had some trials and tribulations with it. We had one day where I really thought I had a good one, and that's when I lost my through wire. Starting to think about it more, I don't know what happened there. Maybe the Q-Bomb itself, like body got lodged, and I just pulled hard, and it just right out. Because if you think about the weight I had on, it was really cylindrical, so it would just slid right through as well. So I don't know what happened there. But then I ended up going out, doing some solo videoing, and going to Macaroni, and ended up putting a few on it. And then I caught another one on the day me and you were out at Quad.
Yeah.
So we put some time into it. It is an amazing, like, bigger urchin bait if you're looking for that bigger urchin style. I do think that the through wire is very innovative. It's really nice to easy, change your weights. It doesn't make it where you have to really, I guess, stay true to what you've done to it, right? You can change what you've already done to make it more of something you need in a different situation, right? I did get all my bites Nico rigging it, even though James doesn't believe that, but it had a nail weights in it, and I used a 4-aught Brutal Talisman, Ryugi Brutal Talisman, and no, Brutal Heavy Guard Brutal Talisman actually, and then stumbled on after we had submitted everything, or actually no, I think it was right before we submitted everything is when I saw Jason Christie's win with the frog hook, and that's when I came up with the frog hook idea, and that's what you guys will see on the social media. That's my frog hook rig, if you will. It's made out of SAF and elastomer.
Frig.
The fucking rig, dude. That's a free rig. It's the frig. The fucking rig, dude. Elastomer, SAF, so the material is great material. You get that amazing SAF, which bass love to hold on to. Endless action, very, 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 very durable. And little hack. Get you some bubble nails. That's nice with the extra cavities that are in it. It's very nice. So hopefully those should be coming US retail soon. As soon as they are, dude, grab them up. If you are out there, big lakes, looking for big bass, it's gonna be a contender for sure. But yeah, that's what I was working on. Me and you both. We worked on it together because I was like, well, I might be the Crack House member, but I put Small Ponds Big Dreams as the social and who it was, and it's like, well, me and James should just do it together. So it was fun. I think we did good. I hope to see the content that we
Yeah.
made. Yeah. It'd be cool. It'd be cool. But other than that, we got another guest spot this week, Mr. Chugalug.
Gotta stay hydrated. We're going out in that heat.
I know. I was thinking about standing up and going to get a drink, but then I realized I've become a blur and I might just disappear. Just like Homer Simpson, just fade.
It'll be like Thanos, just
away. This week, I'm no dancing again like last week. We had a gentleman on who is behind the scenes of an app that he created all on his own. If you guys have heard of it, Bass Thumb AI. Had Sean on from Bass Thumb AI. An amazing conversation, and I think you guys are really gonna dig the app that he made, and that you guys can get for free. So stick around, listen, and we'll be back after this little guest spot. All right, how are we doing today, Sean?
Oh, not too bad, Matt. How are you?
Not bad. I could sit here and complain to you about the hot weather for like ever, but other than that, it's not bad.
Oh, I was outside of my yard for a little bit tonight. I'm like instant sweat. Like it's brutal.
So where I work in like almost like a factory setting, and for what I do, both of my lines that we have is for painting, so we use excessive high heat. So the building can't really have air conditioning because there's just no way it would regulate itself. So it is just super, super hot. So I dealt with that for like 6 hours, and then I tried to go fish for an hour today, like midday, and it's not working.
Yeah. There is such thing as too hot. That is for sure.
Yeah. It's like when you start boiling when you walk outside, you're like, okay, this isn't it. The air conditioning is where I want to live. I'm gonna go sit back on the couch. So
Yeah,
I get
absolutely.
it. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of an icebreaker. We have an icebreaker here that I like to start, and it just I think it helps get the conversation flowing. So the question is, what is your current go-to combo in your arsenal? Like, what's the rod that no matter what outing you go on, that rod is coming with you?
Yeah, I'd have to go with two. So I'd have to go
fair,
bait caster
very
and
fair.
spinning.
Okay.
I love it's a Mojo Bass.
Okay.
7'2" medium with the Shimano Corrado DC.
Nice.
Like that's
a
my
good
bait
combo.
caster of choice. Love it.
Okay.
Like the balance on it's amazing. The DC, you don't get backlash. Like pretty much no matter what, which is awesome. Because I don't care how long you've been fishing, like it happens time to time.
It does, dude. It really does.
And then on the spinning side, similar, but on the spinning side, a Shimano Vanford 2500 with a Dobbins Fury 7.2 medium.
Okay.
Love it for fishing rivers, throwing lighter baits, bouncing bottom, things like that.
Nice. Okay, so me and you kind of have similar taste. I also like it's on my swim bait rod right now, but it's traveled from rod to rod. But I also rock a Corrado, Shimano Corrado DC. It's one of my favorite reels I've ever owned. I do get a little tired of hearing the whine when throwing it sometimes, but other than that, it is a fantastic reel. But that's paired on my swim bait rod right now. But then my main spinning combo, I use a Fenwick 7.3 medium heavy with a Shimano Stratic 2000.
Nice.
So we got around the same kind of taste. So I like that. That's cool. Are you more of a bait casting guy or a spinning guy?
I like power fishing, so a lot of bait casting.
Okay, that makes sense.
But my nicer combos, I'm always scared. I do a lot of kayak fishing. And whenever I'm kayak fishing, I'm like, I really don't want to lose one of those. Like, that'll hurt the pocketbook.
Right. Like, you're like, okay, I just sunk $400, $500 of a combo. That's not a good day.
Yeah, like I'm taking up my SLXs. You know what I mean? Like, I'll leave the Corrado at home.
Yes. So I feel you because my BFS combo, when I first bought it this year, I got a Kestrel BFS reel and a arc rod. But I recently just got the Shimano Calcutta BFS reel. So I put that on there. But I told myself, I'm like, if I'm going creek fishing, there's no way in anything that I'm taking this round reel with me. That reel will be taken off. The Kestrel will go back on, and then I can go creek fishing.
The Kestrel is a decent reel for the money. I have a Kestrel. My
Dude.
BFS is a Kestrel set up on a Cash and Element BFS rod.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love
Yeah.
it.
Have you had so question, what kind of line do you run on yours?
10-pound braid.
Okay. So have you ever had any problem with your line, like if you get a backlash, your line creeping in between the spool and the frame?
No, I haven't had that.
No. Okay. So this occasion has happened to me and my co-host 4 times, and we both have the same reel. And it's the reason, like, so I run braid as well. I just run it to a liter, but I was wanting to run fluorocarbon because that's like my favorite line. And the reason I wasn't is because I was afraid that if it did that, it would like kink my line a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
So I was just wondering if you happen to have any issue like that, or if it's just happened to be our luck.
No, so far so good. But on the BFS, I'm not throwing super light stuff. Like I'll go down to like a Ned rig on a 1/16 of an ounce, or I throw a lot of 1/8 ounce stuff. Like I'm not trying to go 1/32, stuff like that. So yeah,
so you throw
love
like
the braid
more,
leader.
You throw more like bass fishing like style BFS, like they'd call it. Like some people call it power BFS. I don't really think it's power BFS, but
yeah, exactly.
But I get what you're saying. Okay, so I don't throw like super light stuff either. I do have some things that are on the lighter side, but I mean, even with like happened to me one time when I was throwing the HH Customs Cooch Ball jig, which is like 3/16 ounce. Yep. So I mean, it's a pretty good weight. So I don't know. It could just be one of those things where like the wind just hits it just right to where it just blows it right over in there, or whatever it may be. So, but do you do a lot of BFS fishing, or is it like kind of in your back wheelhouse?
I'd say it's my back pocket. I like heavier power fishing bladed jigs. Love the Deeks Cheapskate. Like that is my go-to.
Oh my gosh!
If I'm on lakes, Texas rigs, stuff like that. So heavier.
Dude, I took Eli, one of the pro staff members over at Dark Horse, out fishing a local river over here, and he had a day on that Deeks Cheapskate. I don't think you couldn't have convinced him otherwise. Like that was his favorite lure of all time at that moment in time, and it tore up for us in the river that day. It was amazing.
Yeah. The Deeks Cheapskate 3/8 ounce gold shiner, gold blade. Ooh. I like pairing it with a baby Hogzilla. Like I know it's not traditional, but it gets a ton of movement. That is my go-to river bait. Absolutely love it. Smallmouth crush it.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's a trailer that I might have to try. See, I was throwing it with the Bellows Vibe from G-Crack. It's been like my go-to chatterbait trailer the last like couple months. And that was kind of like my setup with it. And I was running now we had a little bit more stained water that day, so I was running black and blue with like a green pumpkin trailer, and we were hitting it up. And I mean, I think I like addicted Eli to that river spot, because every time now when we talk about meeting up, it immediately is like, are we going to the river?
Yeah, the only thing about the Deeks Cheapskate in the gold color 3/8 ounce, Dark Horse Tackle is always sold out of them. Like,
man.
Guys, like, Zach, send me a text when you get it in. I want to order it. Hold some to the side. They don't do that, but I'm like, let me know when they get in. I want to get on that buy button.
They must have one guy that just like particularly waits for them to drop. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna buy these out. I'm gonna buy every one of them.
I'm one of those guys.
Dude, I'm that way. When I find something that works and I know works well, I'm buying every bag that I can get my hands on. And that has happened to me a lot through Dark Horse Tackle.
Yeah, same.
My recent addiction from them has been the Sack Pigs Mischief Go Rat. That thing in the topwater box we got recently, dude, that thing just slays pond largemouth like it's nothing.
Yeah, I was just out yesterday, but where I was fishing, it was in between a pond and a lake. And I had that in my bag, but there was just grass everywhere, like on the top. So I'm like, I couldn't throw it. Those treble hooks would just get snagged up. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I want to use this thing. I see everybody catching fish with it. Like, it's a big boy. Like, got to break out the big rod for that thing.
Yeah, dude. I got the
swim bait. The heavy, medium, heavy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, what color did you get?
It's the white and black.
Yes, that's what I got. The Spy versus Spy. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's money. It's money. It's so good. And then
What
I haven't
color
got
tail
it.
did you pair it up with? The yellow or the pink?
I went pink.
right.
And I will say it has lasted through 20 plus fish, like the tail itself. I am just now like having to switch. But I'm debating on just like not buying like more tails, just buying the booty shaker that he sells. Just to try something different. So I don't know. But yeah, dude, it's when you are able to get it out, you're going to have a blast.
Yeah,
It's a good
I can't
one,
wait.
It's an absolute good one. Well, let's dive into the main part. All right. So the main reason I wanted to have you on, or the reason we needed to have you on, is because you run an app, a amazingly stellar app that I think a lot of bass fishermen should be paying attention to. And I think this is a great place for us to talk about it. So the app is Bass Thumb AI, right? If I'm not mistaken.
You got it.
And it is on both Android and Apple. Correct?
iOS. Yep.
Awesome. And why don't you just tell us a little bit about the app?
Well, and it is free.
Oh, that
sets
okay.
it apart from just about any other fishing app. The value you get from it from being free blows every other fishing app out of the water.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll start from day one. So grew up fishing, like as soon as I could hold a rod, as soon as I can ride a bike, go into creeks, local ponds. But then really got into fly fishing as I got a little bit older.
Okay.
And loved it. I grew up in the middle of Pennsylvania. Some of the best like fly fishing, I think, in the country, the limestone streams. It's fantastic. But then met a girl, moved to New Jersey, kind of got away from fishing. Still went on a couple trips, like a couple times a year with buddies. But about 2 years ago, picked up my first kayak and started fishing, some of the deep lakes in New Jersey. And I'm comfortable on rivers, fished the Susquehanna for 20 plus years, a Juniata a bunch. So know how to river fish. But those are shallow rivers. Like 8 foot deep on those rivers is a deep part. Like that's just what it is. Then coming out to some of the they're 120 feet deep. So I was throwing the same stuff that I threw on a river and just not catching fish. So what I started doing is I looked at fishing apps, didn't like anything that was out there. So I started tracking what I was throwing, what I caught, what I was throwing when I didn't catch fish, conditions, like all kinds of information. I was making a logbook in Google Sheets.
Okay.
I'd then take that, feed it into ChatGPT, and ask, what am I doing wrong? Here's where I fished. Here's when I fished. Here's what the weather was. Here's what I tried to throw. Why wasn't I catching fish or being that successful? And it helped. And I was like, no other app is doing this. I have a background in software development. So I was like, why don't I build something? Like if nothing's out there, like I'm going to build it for myself and nobody else uses it. At least I will. But I think other people can benefit that. But it's all about, it started from a need. Like nothing was out there in the market that was doing the same thing. Like, and at a core principle of I want it to be private. Like a lot of the fishing apps out there are about sharing where you're fishing with other people. This is not that at all. This is your own private logbook that you track your catches. We enrich it with a ton of data. If you upload a picture, we pull the location, date and time. You enter the species, what you caught it on, optional level in the water column, optional water temperature. We pull in weather, barometric pressure, moon phase, river gauge heights, lake gauge heights, all kinds of USGS data. So we give you a very rich logbook by uploading a little. We add a lot to it, which is a huge value add for people that like to log their fish. Because when it comes down to it, like any good fishing app follows a 3-stage approach: plan, log, and learn. We really dove into Bass Thumb on the log and learn side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So log what you're catching. We run it through our AI specific coach, and it can tell you, hey, when you log skunk trips, because it's just about logging your catches. If you go out, we all get skunked. Like I don't care how good you are, it happens.
It's unfortunate. It happens.
It'll identify the patterns of what's leading to your skunks and help you adjust.
Wow.
And then even if you're being a little successful, it'll tell you, hey, here's what you're successful on. Here's alternative baits to throw. Here's alternative approaches to try. It's a pretty finely tuned AI coach.
Wow.
But one of the things we built in on the planning side, which a lot of people have been using, is our AI trip planner, which is a really cool feature. So you put in where you want to fish, what time, so start and end time, whether you're fishing from the bank, kayak, boat, canoe, how many rods you want to take, and what species you're targeting. And it'll give you a detailed plan. It'll look up the weather conditions. It'll reference your own logbook to say, here's what you've been successful on, suggest baits to tie onto each rod, because I like tying my rods up before I go, maximize my time fishing.
Yes.
Like I have to do that, but it allows you to do that with confidence. It'll actually give you an hour by hour plan of throw this rod in this type of location, this type of cover, this type of structure from this time to this time, then move on in the next hour and throw this in this type of location, structure, cover. So we have the whole plan, log, learning cycle inside of BassThumb.
Wow. That is awesome. That is a lot of cool stuff. Because one, as I'm listening to you talk about this, one, you've eliminated laziness, right? Let's be honest. We all get lazy, and that's where logbooks start to falter. And if you're telling me that all I have to really do is input a small amount of information and that you're going to pull a lot of it from my photograph, that you've just made it lazy proof. Like, I mean, in my mind,
we want to make logging super easy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's also one of the things technology and AI does really well is analyzing data.
Yeah.
And so our own human brains, we have a lot of recency bias. Like we fall into our favorite baits. You go back to the same things and you kind of get stuck in a rut and you don't even realize it. But in your mind, it's like, this is what's working.
Mm-hmm.
AI will keep you honest to what's working from your own logbook. Identify when you're successful in certain locations, certain conditions, what baits, and point that out to you. To, hey, keep throwing this, double down on it. You know, if you're successful with the spinner bait, maybe try a bladed jig as an example. Like it'll give you those alternative recommendations. So it'll help get you out of your comfort zone and your go-to baits to try new things.
That's cool. I'm always down for people trying new baits because then it unlocks more of an arsenal for you. You don't have as many skunk days, right? I think as anglers, as we said, we don't like I mean, it happens, but we try as we go out every time to not get a skunk. Now my question is how much logging do you need to have had before you start seeing good results on your data?
Yeah, I would say anywhere in the ballpark of 20 to 30 log catches.
Okay.
But even without logging a catch, it'll give you basic information of it's really finely tuned at looking at like the world of information on fishing in your location, the species you're targeting, the weather conditions, and give you a plan.
Okay.
But
So
one of the other things, like some people don't like AI. Like I get a lot of feedback about that. I'm like, well, hey, it's coming whether you like it or not. It's here.
Yeah.
But you don't even have to use AI features to get a lot of value. Log your catches. We enrich it with a lot of data, and we provide analytics on top of that. So you can see your catches broken down by species based on lure type, lure color, when you're catching them based on weather conditions, when you're catching them based on barometric pressure, broken down by moon phase. You know, are you catching your fish top, middle, bottom of the water column? We provide a ton of analytics. It has nothing to do with AI. It's putting your data in an analytics view so you can identify patterns that are working and what isn't working. The other thing that's super cool, well, it is private. We aggregate everybody's information and share that back through the analytics. So you can see how you're catching fish by moon phase or barometric pressure and compare it to everybody else's catch data, which last I looked was yesterday. We have about 8,000 catches logged in BassThumb.
Wow, that's sick. That's a lot of catches.
So, yeah, you can toggle it back and forth and say, hey, what do I look like? Even by like largemouth by size, because we put that on a chart for your own catches. How do you compare it to other people? Smallmouth by size, by lure color, barometric pressure, moon phase. It's a really cool feature.
That's super cool. And another feature I liked, because before, so I'll be honest, I've used it a little bit. I've logged catches, and then I think what ended up happening. So I already have my own logbook. I think I was trying to double log, and one of them started to falter.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm messing around with it the last couple of days to try to keep my mind on it, see my eyes on it, so we could discuss it. And one of my favorite features is the trophy hunter mode. I love that because this year for me was like the year of trying to find that, for me, the upper echelon, the bigger fish. And I can see my actual accomplishments this year. And I'm hoping that over year and year, I can see that trophy area each year grow and grow and grow. And I think that's super cool.
Yeah. That was actually an idea from Zach and Ryan from Dark Horse Tackle.
Really?
They were driving
Okay.
back from their win on the Kayak Adventure Series down in Florida. They gave me a call and they're like, hey, we have a lot of ideas. We want to build in trophy hunter mode. I'm like, absolutely. One of the things I love about building this is all the ideas I get from people that are using it.
Oh yeah, I bet
Like,
you get a
we
lot
started
of
with the
ideas.
base, but it's like for anglers by anglers. Like I say, hey, if you have anything, like if you had a magic wand, what would you want this thing to do? Let us know and we'll try to make it happen. So that's where trophy hunter mode came from. Because what Ryan will say is like big bass behave differently.
Yep.
So that's where that came into play. So you can toggle your analytics by trophy hunter mode to see, hey, you might be catching bass on, and that's a trophy hunter for bass is anything 18 inches and up.
Mm-hmm.
So are your patterns different based on weather conditions, bait color, top, middle, bottom of the water column, moon phase, barometric pressure from bass over 18 inches to under 18 inches?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be surprising. Like, it jumps out. It is different.
Yeah, so I've got to log a couple trophies so far this year, and it does. The comparative wise, the analytics are kind of insane to see where things kind of match up, and then you can start to give yourself a pattern, or like you said, allow AI to do it for you. Start to analyze it and give it out for you. If you're one of those people that don't like AI, but I'm with you, it's coming. You might just want to just go ahead and jump on board with it. Most people are utilizing it in everyday aspect already.
Well, the beauty of Bassom AI, you don't have to know anything about AI to get the value from it.
Yeah.
Like, it's built in. You don't have to type anything in. It's all
You
your
don't have to prompt
data.
it.
Yeah, no, we do all that for you. Like, it's
That's
heavily
so cool.
like we spent a lot of time finally tuning our prompts. It handles it for you. The other thing, so just competed in the Kayak Adventure Series on the Juniata. Spent a lot of time with the guys from Dark Horse. And I grew up fishing on the Juniata, so know it pretty well.
Okay.
But was there listening, like they had people talk, like Jeff Little was there, Drew Gray. It's like, hey, here's what you should throw to catch smallmouth bass. That got in my head. So day one of the competition, I was throwing stuff that they're recommending. It was a lot of smaller stuff, downsized stuff. I was catching numbers, but like not a whole lot over 12 inches.
Okay.
In day two, I'm like, screw this. I'm going back to how I know how to fish. I'm throwing the Deeks Cheapskate Gold with the Baby Hogzilla on the back. I'm throwing bigger swim baits. Like, that's what I'm doing. End up first fish of the day was a nice 18 3/4. Lost one that was close to 20. I was out of my kayak, didn't have my net. It was at my feet and just shook. I went down to grab it and it shook and got off. I was like, oh, that one hurts.
Yep, that one stinks.
Ended up the first day, my largest fish was 14 inches. My small was 11. After I switched back to how I know how to fish, my smallest was 16.25.
Wow.
So what that led to is adding Trophy Hunter trip planner. So that's something we just came out with.
Okay.
Like, you can do a trip plan of, hey, just catching numbers. You just want to catch fish. But if you want to target fish over 18 inches, it'll build you a plan to do that with bait styles, techniques, approaches.
That is cool. That is super cool, because that helps me out a lot, because that's like I said, I'm trying to catch those bigger fish. So I need to utilize that part.
Yeah, everybody says there's like a curve to fishing. It's like you start fishing, you want to catch a fish.
Yep.
Then you want to catch numbers. Then you want to catch big fish. Then you want to catch fish on the baits that you want to throw.
Yep.
Then the final stage is catching big fish on the baits you want to throw.
Baits you want to throw, yeah, and then you've mastered fishing at that point.
Yeah,
you get your
exactly.
belt. You get the belt that says you are the champion.
Yeah, exactly. Then your background's gonna look like Ryan Parker's with trophies all over it.
With trophies all over it. I wish I had that background. Holy smokes, dude! All those trophies back there. Every time I see it, I'm like, dude, I wish.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if you've ever listened to Wendell Fishing. So Wyatt Hammond is a guy that uses Bass Thumb.
Yeah.
He's a hammer too. Like his background is just like big checks. I'm like, yeah.
Nah, not my background. But no, like, so I listen to everybody's podcast because, as I like to tell everybody, like my job, I may work for 8 hours, but my ears are free for 8 hours. So I just binge podcasts Monday through Friday. Like literally, that's all I listen to while I'm at work. So I listen to Wendell. I listen to all of them. So that's why when we got in touch with each other, I was like, dude, yes, this was like natural progression. I can't believe I hadn't thought of this already. And it's awesome talking about the app. The app is learning the feature you just talked about is crazy because that is definitely something that I want to try utilizing in my coming of trips. The other thing go ahead.
I would say the app's relatively new. So it was last fall's when I came up with the idea.
Wow.
I built it myself, launched it on the iOS App Store in January, brought on my, co-founder Bob, who's more of an Android expert. We got onto Android in March. So it's a app baby.
Infancy.
Like, it's just getting started totally.
Yeah. Okay. That's super cool. And what's cool also about that is you've got nowhere but to grow, right? Like you've got a growing path ahead of you. And that's really cool. Now, another feature I noticed that I thought was cool is the Dark Horse Tackle. Is it like monthly or seasonally challenge?
Seasonal challenge. Yeah. The seasonal challenge. Yeah, absolutely. That was, Zach's brainchild from Dark Horse Tackle.
Okay.
We launched it in the winter just to try it out, see if it was working, went broader in the spring, and now it's active in the summer. So what that is, it's broken down by season. So for summer, it started in June and runs through the end of August. Mm-hmm. You have a game board where to get a game piece on the game board, there's 5 lure tasks, which have baits selected in partnership with Dark Horse Tackle. So for summer, it's a frog, it's a shaky head, it's a weightless soft plastic, and it is a drop shot.
Ooh.
So those are lure tasks. If you catch any bass of any size with one of those lures and log it, you'll get that lure task piece on the board. Then there's 20 other squares on the board. So if you catch a bass between 15 and 17.99, it gets you 1 piece. If you catch a bass 18 to 19.9, gets you 3 pieces, and a 20 plus gets you 5 pieces on the board.
Okay.
And it's free to do. It's a lot of fun to compete with your friends. But if you complete it, you will get a gift card this season from Dark Horse Tackle.
Wow. So okay.
Free to enter.
Super cool.
If you complete it, it'll challenge you to catch bigger bass. Like, because you go out and I want at least a 15. So, and we go by inches because it's heavily influenced by kayak fishing, which if you're a bank angler, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like I was talking about that. It's like I carry on my bump board in the backpack when I'm fishing ponds. It looks goofy. But we are not as strict as tournaments.
I'm a big proprietor for bank anglers to get the roll-up mats because that's what I use.
I need to get one of those. Yeah, totally.
Euro Tackle. They're like $16. They're not even that expensive. I was like looking at working class Euro and all of those, and they were like $30, $40, $50. And I saw Euro Tackles, and I was like, dude, yes, I'm getting this. And I've had good success. Comes in almost like a tube, so you can just like carabiner it to your backpack, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pick one of those up because I don't want to walk around with my Yak Attack bump board hanging on my backpack anymore. It is goofy.
No, I don't. Eli has one of those. One time we fished, he brought it with him, and I was like, dude, that would be so overcumbersome to take with me the entire time while I was fishing. I wouldn't want to bring that. Yeah,
we aren't. So I review every catch that gets submitted to the challenge. Look at it in a picture, verify it's a size, but it doesn't have to be on a bump board. Like any measuring device works.
Mm-hmm. As long as it's on a measuring device, right?
Yep, exactly. I feel awful enough to reject a catch of, hey, you have a nice bass, but We can't accept it for the seasonal challenge.
Listen, you rejected one of mine, and I'm not mad about it. It was not on the board. I had a rickety old measuring tape, like, you know, one of like an actual like tape measure, and I was like, there's no way I could take a picture holding this, my phone, and keep the fish contained. And when they got rejected, I was like, oh, but I get it. I mean, you have to have some sort of verification, right? Like, you could. Too bad there's not like a way on your end to where like they get a message that's like, hey, this is a really nice fish, but you're not on some sort of measuring board of some sort.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things we're going to be adding in soon is the ability to add multiple photos.
Okay.
So right now, like my logbook, like if I catch a nice fish, I want selfies with it. I want other pictures with it.
Yeah.
But my logbook is just fish on the bump board.
Yeah.
So we're going to add in the ability to add multiple photos for review.
Okay,
And just
that's
having
cool.
your own personal logbook.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, even so, I've had some catches that weren't on like on a bump board, and there were like, you know, 12 inchers or 10 inchers, tiny fish, right? But I still logged it because I just wanted to know that, I mean, it's still putting in data so I can get my data and find my trends and help me fish better.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
and that's
do
kind
the
of like
same
what this
thing.
app feels like. Is it's just like a help you fish better.
Yeah, like you said, if you had your own logbook, like it's a logbook first, a logbook
Mhm.
with AI insights and analytics on top of it. Like
Yeah.
that's the meat and potatoes of it.
And what I think's cool about that too is like, so I do my logbook, right? But I don't analyze the data until the end of the year going into next year. This keeps that analytics going all year long. So I have fresh data that I can just look down at my phone, and I have everything that I need to know and can help me plan to go out on my next trip. That is so cool.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that for next year. After everybody has a season, like a full year of
Yeah.
data logged, we're definitely gonna build on some stuff to be like, hey, this time last year, this body of water, this is where you're successful. This is what you caught them on. We're gonna add in all kinds of stuff like that. But it's kind of
Now,
first year, so we don't
Yeah.
have a whole lot of history of, hey, where did you fish last spring? What did you catch them on?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
we're just not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's super cool. Now, do you guys have a plan for that time? Like, are you going to basically archive the year and be like, look, you can access the data, but there's no more inputting. You're logged out of that. We're on to a new year kind of a thing.
Yeah, well, you can go back and add fish you caught from a long time ago. Like that's one of
Okay.
the really cool things is a multiple catch upload. So, like, let's say you have a bunch of pictures from the past 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You can just go in, select all those photos, and it'll pull up, you know, the date, time, location, weather conditions for that day. So you can
Really?
actually build a history of,
Huh.
you know, from historical catches. So it isn't just like ones you caught since you've been using the app. You can go back and build your digital logbook.
Really? Now that I did not know. Now, you have a feature on there where you can log, like, you can add multiple pictures at a time instead of just doing like one catch, right?
Well, multiple catches is multiple fish. So if you select,
Okay.
you know, go back a year or two, or you know, earlier in the season before you started using it, select multiple catches. It'll create a unique entry for each photo you upload.
Okay. Okay. And I'm assuming there's got to be like a cap, right? Or is it just you could dump 250 catches at once?
You can do a lot. We haven't seen anybody max it out yet.
Okay.
It takes a little bit of time. Like it's faster than tournament apps, but it's still to look
Yeah.
up all that data per catch. Like it takes a little bit of time to do all that processing.
Okay. Well, it's good to know that you can. I mean, I'm sure most people have years worth of pictures on their phone of catches, right? And so that was really cool to me to hear, because then now I can even make my data even sweeter per se, and show more data from my last year's catches, because that would be super helpful.
And we have a map feature. So
I
you can
noticed
see your
that today,
catches on a
actually.
map. Like there's definitely room for improvement on them, but upload your catches from the past 2 years. You'll be able to see the exact spot on the map based on the data we can pull off the photo
Mhm.
of here's exactly where you caught that fish.
Wow. That
which is pretty
really
awesome.
cool. That is awesome. Yeah,
then-
that is so cool.
One of the things we just added in our 2 weeks ago after the Kayak Adventure series is we downloaded all the public boat launches in the US.
Really?
So
Okay.
you can now toggle those on the map if you're going to do a float or just want to bank fish by a boat launch. Those are available. And one of the things we're coming out soon with is a float plan. So pick a boat launch you want to launch at. If you don't have a motor, where you want to take out at, it'll trace the river, show you the distance, and let you pick where you want to take out at, and then calculate the distance based on the river. It's like when I do that now, I bring up Google Earth and draw a line along the river to get the distance. I'm like, all right, we can do better than that. We're going to bring that in, and we're going to bring in USGS flow data. So anybody who fishes rivers, you're going to look at the flow data, look it over the past year, find where the average is at, see if it's a below average, is it trending up, trending down. We're going to bring all that in. So instead of having to go to USGS to do that, you'll be able to do that right from the app.
Wow. So you guys are really trying to just be, I guess, the multi-purpose angler tool. I mean, that's what this app is. This is the angler's tool. Yeah,
and it isn't a team that's, outside of the US building this and people have never fished. It's two guys that fish a lot. So every time we go out, we're like, oh, we need to add this in. And like I said, it's people that use it, provide ideas all the time. It was one of the guys owns hey, it'll be cool if you could add a PB tag. So you can look at your logbook and by species, it'll show your personal best by species.
That's cool.
That was an idea. And then even on the logbook, it was one of the guys was like, can you show the exact, it shows the date, but can you show the exact time on the logbook? Absolutely. We added that in. Saving your historic trip plans. So it'll save your past trip plans. You can add notes to it. You can rate it, how it was successful or not. So you can look back at, hey, what did I try? Did I follow it? If I didn't follow it, what worked? And you can have your trip plan logbook that way as well. Those are all things that people ask for. We're like, yeah, we'll build it in. Sounds good.
Wow. So not only are you guys building, you're listening to your community base and you're taking back feedback and building the app upon that. That is really cool.
Yeah, one of our core principles is listening to people that are using it and building features that they want.
Yeah.
Because it's, hey, you're going out, you're fishing, what is some data that you want to see? What's an analytic view that you'd like to see? Adding the water column selection came from a user as well. Hey, when I log a catch, can I say, was it top, middle, or bottom? And can you show analytics around that? So a lot of what we build, I would say at least half of it comes from, real anglers or actual users. I would say anybody who's building software that doesn't listen to their users, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, they're probably not building good software.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This conversation has just made me want to utilize this app 10 times more than I have been. I feel like I've kind of had it downloaded on my phone and been slacking on my part.
Yeah, I totally get it. One of the things I love about it, it allows me to look back in my downtimes in between when I'm fishing.
Yeah, and kind of go back to your catches.
Yeah, and what I do when I'm out, I just snap a picture of fish that I'm proud of. If not, I try to remember how big it was and enter that kind of, by the map, or just snap a quick picture, not on a measuring device. So it'll pull all the data based on that location. Then I go home and upload what I caught and try to remember the baits I caught them on, because I don't do it in the moment.
That's the hard part. That is always the hard part.
Exactly. So I do try to snap a picture if I'm measuring it, the fish on the bump board, then a picture of the lure right after that. Kind of helps me to remember, oh, yep, that was caught on a bladed jig. That was caught on a Ned rig. Definitely helps out with that.
And what I also like about when you're logging, you guys aren't it isn't oh, bladed jig, oh, a spinnerbait. Oh, you can add lures and you can be as, precise as you want to be, right? On one of my catches is on a white wake walker. So I went in, I actually put in wake walker, selected the color white, and now it says white wake walker. So
yeah,
I think that's cool.
The next time you log fish, it puts the things you have the most catches on at the top of the list.
Yeah.
And it'll give you a quick selection of your top 3 baits like a
Mhm.
quick select, because we're all about making logging easy.
Yeah, that's cool. Because I mean, like I said, I like the fact that you're not stuck in a category.
Yeah, we do have to normalize it for analytics, and
Hmm.
that's one of the things we can get better at is
Right.
getting more specific on normalizing baits, because some of the times like AI can't really tell some of the bait names, like what is it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
we
I
kind of
get
have to
that.
get in there and do like manual mapping, but we're getting better at that.
That's cool. Now, so I would assume when you guys are like out fishing, all of that helps you then when you get in and you're actually putting in the information, the data, everything on your guys' end, not just from your log yourself, but from the actual back end.
Yeah. Anytime I go on a fishing trip, like I come back juice up with ideas. Like
That's cool.
it happens
That's so
every
cool.
single time.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, my partner Bob, who is just getting back from a trip up to the St. Lawrence River, like
Okay.
I know when I talk to him tomorrow, he's getting back late tonight. He's like, "Hey, we need to add this, this, and this." Like, I know it's gonna happen, but I love it. Like, we get all excited. We have day jobs, so it's after we're done working, after the kids go to bed, hop on and start coding and building.
That's awesome. Well, that's passion, man, and that's really cool to see that you have the drive that when it ignites a fire in you to when you come and you put it into the Bass Thumb AI. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, like I love fishing, I love technology, so it goes hand in hand. Like it really does. And
That's awesome.
you get into fishing, you always want to find stuff related to fishing in your downtime. Like I'm
Yes.
looking at a box like down by me, it's like painting my own crankbait, stuff like that. Like
I
all
went through
that
the
stuff.
soft plastic route, dude. I went through the soft plastic route. Me and my co-host, we made our own soft plastics for like a year and a half. I will never do that again.
Yeah, the smell. Like,
Yes, dude. It's and you can't get it out of wherever you cooked it at. Like wherever room you are in, it will forever smell like plastisol.
yeah, I thought about it, but I'm like, I don't want to put a microwave in my garage. And don't want it sinking. And
No,
I like
dude.
buying soft plastics. I really do. Like my bait wall is overflowing. I need a bigger bait wall. Because I just buy so many soft plastics. But like
Yeah.
if I'm fishing a particular part of the Susquehanna, I want a crankbait that's a particular size. It looks
A
this
particular
specific
way.
color.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'll buy blanks and paint them myself.
that's cool. I mean, that's a good talent to have, to be honest. Because even if you're not painting your own blanks, if you ever wanted to paint for other people, you can, right?
Oh, they're rough. It is not with an airbrush. It's either nail polish or spray paint. I know
Oh,
you
okay.
listen to podcasts. Like if you watch any YouTube stuff, Jeff Little, like
Yeah.
he is the
Jeff
smallmouth
Little's awesome.
whisperer. But that's where I picked that up. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I'll buy some do it molds crankbaits, paint them up myself. And the best part is you can do it kind of in bulk. If you're
Mhm.
going fishing with friends, you can give out crankbaits.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like $1.50 a piece. You know what I mean? Like, these things aren't meant to last 5 years. It's like, hey, a couple trips and they're good. You might have to repaint them, but I'm not going all out on like Gamakatsu, treble hook, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're cheaper on the treble hook route.
Yeah, and then at least also if you like snag them and lose them, it's like all right, it's $1.50 instead of $12 or $11.
Yes, but it hits a little different because it's something you made.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. It really does, dude.
But I tell you, the first time you catch something on something that you painted, rigged up yourself, man, does that feel good.
There's something that I tell people all the time. You have to at least make a lure of your own once and catch a fish on it. Because you're right. It's a something you can't explain to somebody. It's just knowing that you made something that fooled that fish is just, I don't know. There's something about it.
And there's something I love about a little black crankbait on a semi-muddy river.
That
like
sounds
little
money.
2-inch crankbait, just black. And you don't see a lot of just plain black, matte black crankbaits.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's one of the colors I paint up. And I'm like, I love it.
What's kind of funny is you say matte black. I'm actually in the process of taking it's a Spro KGB Chad, and I bought like a Fire Tiger, which I'm like, I'm never throwing Fire Tiger. So I took it upon myself. I'm spray painting it black because I want a black glide. I've always heard like solid black glide baits work really well. And yeah, it's funny. That's 100%. When I bought it, I was like, I'm painting this. I'm never throwing this
Yeah.
the way it is.
Black hard baits, black soft baits, like
They work.
They're underrated.
They really are. Like one of my favorites black baits to think of lately is the swim frat and the black, dude.
Oh,
that
totally.
thing just gets eaten, bro.
Yeah, I about cried. The first time I took my swim frats out, it was the black. It got snagged in the middle of a pond. I'm like, never knew there was like a log down there, and that thing is hard to get snagged. But that BKK Titan Diver hook, ledged in, was thrown on 45-pound straight braid.
Ooh,
couldn't get it off. Like
that. It's one of those ones where you just feel the tears start coming out.
Oh, yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt big time.
What's funny is like when I didn't know Dark Horse was gonna get them, but I knew Michael was dropping them when they were coming out. So I bought from Michael. I bought the like 3-pack that had each color, and I've only thrown the green and the black. I have not thrown the white.
Oh, hey, the white will catch them too. But yeah,
it will.
Baits, I love them.
The black, there's more confidence for me in like shadow and texture than the white. I don't have much confidence in white, but I would like to see it glowing in the dark at night. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, totally.
But dude, so Bass Thumb AI, I think your app is amazing. It sounds like you're doing a great job. What's your favorite feature? What's your like absolute favorite feature of it?
I really like the trip planner.
Okay,
so it just gives me confidence. Hey, I'm tying on the night before, is like, because I'll get in my head spots that I fish, just what I'm throwing.
Mm-hmm.
I might tie up, like if I'm going on my kayak, I'm usually taking 4 rods. I'll tie 3 on what I usually fish with, but that other one, I'm like, all right, I'll take your advice.
All right, I'll listen to you today, I guess.
Yeah, and I love the analytics. Like, I really do. Like, looking back and seeing how I'm catching them, like, what does my size distribution look like? How does that compare to other people? I really like the seasonal challenge. It's something that I, compete with friends of, like, trying to fill out that challenge board.
Yeah, I think that's cool. A little bit of friendly competition within the app is a fun thing. So I think that one's fun. I think it was spring. I almost completed my entire board. I think it was the one. I got to start my summer one. I haven't logged any, but I have catches. Now that I know I can take all my catches and just, you better be ready. I might break your.
I'll go and improve them. The only thing I don't like about approving catches is the guys that fishing kayak without shoes on.
Oh, so yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of toes, huh?
Dirty feet, and it grosses me out. I'm like, can you guys get the feet out of the picture? Like, that's
dude, you need to do like on your social media a monthly like just drop the foot pics.
Yeah,
like just as a collage of a bunch of different dudes' feet. Like, this is what I go through on a daily basis. Could you all put some shoes on, please?
Yeah, exactly. But I'll say one of the things that's cool about the app too is there's some hammers that use it.
Yeah, dude.
So I won't name names, but because I respect their privacy. But did you see like the KBF the 10? So it was like 10 of the best kayak bass anglers did a tournament with 10 people. 2 of the 10 use Bass Thumb AI.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
I love that.
It's cool, and I bet has there been a user yet that you kind of were just like awestruck that person was utilizing the app?
I would say there's 2 of them, like not super huge names, but it's like 2 guys that I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like it don't have to be huge, right? It's just something that if to you, you're like, okay, that.
The one guy in particular, I'm like, the amount of 20+ inch fish you catch is insane. Like,
oh my god, I wish I could.
I'm approving it for the challenge board because like, I don't have transparency. I could go in through the database and look at stuff. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
To see like where you're catching them. So even on a challenge, when I approve the challenge, I see the picture, date, time, and general location. Like, I don't see exact spot, don't see what you catch them on, because privacy is key. But man, when I just see like 20, 21, 23, 24, I'm like, you are just catching monster fish all the time.
You're like, dude, what am I doing wrong? Can I have his analytics?
Yeah, exactly. But one of the things I'm excited about, and this is an idea for my wife. She's like, she rides a Peloton. She's like, you know what you should do? If you ride a Peloton, when you do finish 100 rides, they send you a T-shirt. This is Century Club.
Oh,
We're
okay.
working on some Bass Thumb gear. We hired 2 people that do, 2 artists to design 3 kind of logos to put on hats and shirts. They're going to be sending people that log 100 catches with the data. Because some people just like look past to the past 2 years and upload 287 catches with like no data.
No
So it's
data.
like, hey, you logged it with location, lure, etc. Because I can just see, like, I built something to see, all right, if you have 50 catches in, how many of them have complete data? So it gives me 2 numbers side by side.
Okay.
But once you get 100 catches filled out with data, I'm going to send you a Bass Thumb Century Club hat.
Wow,
be,
that's super
you know,
cool.
A Richardson 112, quality hat with a specific Century Club Bass Thumb logo. And I haven't seen what they look like yet.
Yeah.
Like, this is a couple weeks ago, so waiting to get that art back. Like, I'm going to be pumped about that.
That's super cool. Well, I got to get some catches logged. I want to be in the Century Club.
Yeah, totally.
That's super cool. Well, that's something I think I will be looking forward to because I'm a sucker for hats, man. I mean, I think all anglers are, to be honest, but I mean, that's super cool, and especially that you're having like somebody draw it up for you and have it already. And on a Richardson. Come on now.
Well, I might even upgrade the Century Club hats. Like, the Richardsons are nice, but I have a bald head. So I have to go. I can't go with the mesh back, or I just have a weird sunburn on my head.
I
might go with the premium hats. We'll see. We'll see how much money I have to add to it. Because the hat is free, so I'm funding all this stuff myself.
I have fallen in love with these like 5-panel hats because I used to be like, I would do like not cue ball but like buzz cut, and I've been growing my hair out, and dude, my normal hats don't fit my head anymore. Like, it's almost like these hats are like the only ones that have currently like grow with my hair the right way, but I don't know.
Yeah, we will have some Richardson 112s. Want to get some T-shirts. For the tournament we're in, I did just our logo, which I like. It's good for an app, but not good for T-shirts. That's why we hired an artist to make us some better stuff.
Make stuff up. Yeah.
Even having the Bass Thumb AI sun shirt on, fishing the Kayak Adventure Series, it was a good feeling.
Oh, that's so cool. So me and my co-host, like when we started this, we like bought ourselves our own merch and we wear it, which is, we only have a hoodie and like a beanie, which kind of sucks. So it's all winter stuff. I have nothing summer wise, but there is something nice when you're out in your own, like,
you know the feeling, man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're just like, you can't kill the smile that's on your face. There's no way you can kill it.
Yeah, and one of the things my wife did for my birthday, which is in February, but she got me a Bass Thumb AI kayak cushion, which I was pumped about.
Wow.
It's sweet. I love it.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's dope. It is. There is something about when you're building something for yourself, like having your logo or your name or whatever it is on things, dude. It is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, totally.
That's awesome. Well, this has been great, Sean. I've loved sitting here talking Bass Thumb with you all night. But I don't want to take too much of your time. So I'm going to move on into our ending questions, which are literally probably the easiest questions you're going to get asked all day.
Yeah. The one thing I'd ask, if anybody's interested, it's free. BassThumbAI.com is our website. There's buttons there to download iOS or Android. It'll take you right to the App Store. We're also on Instagram and Facebook at Bass Thumb AI. Then if you want to follow me, it's Sean at Bass Thumb AI. Or I should know my Instagram handle. But
Dude, I don't even know my
AI Sean, and you'll
anymore,
find
dude.
it on Instagram.
Dude, I'm with you, dude. I haven't got on my personal Instagram in probably 3 months.
Yeah, that one of the things I realized, I'm like, I need to start creating content, which that is not me. Like, I'm an introvert. Like, I'll talk about fishing all day. I'll talk about drinking beer all day. Like, I love my beer and stuff like that. I love gardening, which is, I'll talk about gardening all day.
But the content is the hard part.
I'm introverted. Like, so to create content, but like, you kind of have to do it. I'm like, I really don't want to.
Yeah. I trust me, Sean, I feel you on that because I'm traveling down the same rabbit hole. And I mean, I make a podcast and that is a form of content, but still I've got to try to make reels and stories and posts and everything. So I totally understand. And I'm also slightly introverted, so I don't like the thing that's hard for me is putting the camera on because I go to a lot of public places and you look weird, like people are already, so I get it.
Yeah, I just reached out to Ryan Parker. He has a sweet setup for his kayak, like
Yeah.
the boom arm, the Nokwa battery to a GoPro Black 12, and I'm like, I know I need to do that, but I just don't want to put a camera on when I'm fishing. Like it isn't me. And then the thought of going back and editing the video, I'm like,
that's the hard part, dude. That's the hard part, dude.
Yeah,
is the edit. Oh my god.
I'm one of those people. I don't like hearing my own voice. Like it's and to sit there and just hear it over and over, like it's not me. But I'm like, have to do it. Do it.
When I started this podcast, I had to listen to my voice at least 3 times a week because I would have to listen to the edited version to make sure it was good. And then I had to listen to it on Spotify, so at least got a view or listen on Spotify. And then someone had to listen to it on YouTube, so at least it got a listen on YouTube. And I cannot stand the way my voice sounds. I cannot stand it. So dude,
I know you said when you're at work, you listen to a lot of fishing podcasts. You don't listen to Small Pond Big Dreams at work. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I do. Not anymore, though. I will be honest. I don't listen anymore. I haven't listened to like the last I want to say like 7 or 8 episodes. But yeah, in the beginning, just to kind of like drive it to like, just to see somebody listen to it on my end.
I listen to you guys every week. Like I have an hour commute to work. So awesome. You're one of my weekly go-tos, like Wendell Fishing, Tackle Talk have to go to. And if I have a little bit more time, Bass After Dark.
Dude, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate being on your rotation. That's a big honor. When anybody ever says that, I'm like, that's a lot to me to know that somebody out there is listening to my jabberings and mine and James's antics.
Yeah. What I like about you guys, you talk about how you fish, and it's a lot of ponds, it's beating the bank. And that's probably more than half of what I do. Like I love getting the kayak out, but I have 2 young kids, a day job. I'm spend a lot of my time building this app.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, if I have 2 hours to sneak out, I'll go hit a local pond.
Yeah. So and that's like, that's us to a core. Cause like, that's what I do. Like during the week, I work until like 2:30 and then I try to jet out a couple hours before I got to get home, make dinner for the family. And I mean, that was kind of like what we wanted this to be. Was like, that was the idea. Like start small ponds, start out, talk about bank angling, and then move on to the big dreams of kayaks and boats and all that fun stuff. So it's been a blast making it. So it's good to know that it's being received well.
Yeah. Before you get into your closing questions, what kind of rod do you keep in your truck?
Oh, I keep my BFS rod in my car.
All right.
Yep. I keep my BFS. I used to keep a ultralight spinning, and it was kind of like a, I used to call it like my creek and small pond, just like if I saw one on the side of the road and was like, oh, I'm going here. But nowadays the BFS lives in the car. That tends to be where she lives.
Yeah, I keep 2. I have an ultralight. Like if it's, like I'll catch bluegill. I have fun doing that.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
Dude. Yeah.
And then just a cheap casking, setup, the, casking Spartacus. Like why not? Just keep it in the truck. If I see something, I have a spare hour here and there. Like, I'll get a line in. Like,
I'll get a line in.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So my daily driver is a Honda Accord. So I'm a little cramped on space. So that's why I tend to do the smaller rods. If I could, I would probably have a medium heavy locked in there at like all times.
Yeah, mine's a medium heavy, but had to go with the 2-piece, like fold it up.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea. I need to get on that. I haven't ever really had a bait caster that's a 2-piece. I've had some 2-piece spinnings, but never a bait caster.
Yeah, they work fine, especially with the bait cast. Like you don't need as much sensitivity.
Exactly.
So yeah, works fine for me.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. That's awesome. Well, I'm going to hit you with these questions. Like I said, dude, these are probably going to be the easiest questions you have been asked all day. So I'm going to hit it off with the first one. And my question to you is, what is your go-to pizza toppings?
I would go sausage and mushrooms.
Oh, you and my co-host are best friends right now.
All right,
You
is
guys
my
are
bestie. Like,
Yeah, you guys are besties right now. So me and James, we met in a pizzeria. Like that's he was the general manager. I came
that's
in
romantic.
and it is. It's how the romance started. But even like down the way of our life, we ended up living together, still working at the pizzeria. So we would have pizza all the time. I'm a pepperoni mushrooms guy, and he's a sausage and mushrooms guy.
All right, nice.
So you guys would vibe. Now, when it comes to chicken wings, are you a drums or are you a flats guy?
If I'm hungry, I'm going drums.
Okay.
But if it's like, hey, I'm just getting wings and having a beer, I'm going flats. But
Yeah. Okay.
my key is extra crispy.
Yes,
Like
dude.
some spots will do that, but it's like I want those things well done.
Yes, dude. I want to hear the crunch when I bite into it.
Absolutely.
Yes, dude. I like that. I like that. When are you going fishing next?
Hopefully this weekend. So one of the things I do that I started with a bunch of friends I grew up with about 15 years ago is a veterans charity bike ride on the 4th of July.
Oh,
So
okay.
if anyone wants to check it out, it's called Freedom Ride USA. We get about 500 people on bicycles dressed in red, white, and blue. We do a 10-mile bike ride. We have a big cookout. Like it's a big thing in the middle of Pennsylvania.
Wow,
I actually think it's
dude,
one of
that
the
sounds
largest
sick.
cycling events in Pennsylvania. It's like I don't know how to describe it. Seeing 500 bikes dressed in red, white, and blue, people from like 70 to 7. Like by mile 5, that whole trail is like 2 miles long of just
Wow.
like we just shut down the road. So
That's crazy.
I would love to get a lot of fishing in, but going back to Pennsylvania, doing that. But of course, I have my rod in my truck. I'm going to probably try to sneak out one of the mornings, meet up with some buddies I grew up with, and either hit the little Juniata or hit a pond around.
Awesome, dude. That's awesome. That is sick. Have you pooped today?
Yes. Yeah.
It's always the question I love asking because it hits.
Yeah, I had to
people.
think for a minute. I'm like, wait, yep, yeah.
Dude, my favorite is I had David Lee on last week, and he was like, "Nope, I haven't had no coffee yet."
Yeah, the coffee's the key. Like,
I was like, "Yeah, dude, coffee's king. When it
Yeah.
comes to bowel movements, it's king."
yeah, well, that's key for fishing too. Like, if you get into
Yes.
kayak, I don't care if you're bank fishing, kayak fishing. There's no easy way place to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like,
That's why
you have
I
to get
had-
it out before you go.
Yes, that's why I put it in here because I'm like, dude, even whether or not anglers want to know it or not, our life around fishing also revolves around shitting. That's just how it is, and because we all want to get it out before we leave, and we are not in a good mood if it hits us while we're on the lake.
It's one less thing to worry about if you get it taken care of before you go. Absolutely.
Exactly. It's almost like when you do the last toe strap on the kayak, it's like, nah, that's safe. I'm
Yeah.
safe.
Exactly.
Do you enjoy early morning fishing or evening fishing more, which is like your number one?
I think I've gotten to be a morning fishing person.
Yep.
Like I like getting out. Like the morning topwater bite is one of my like in the fall. That is my favorite. Like it's so good.
Yeah.
And you get your fishing in. You know, if you have stuff to do later in the day, it's taken care of. Yeah, I would say that's as I've gotten older. But like getting up at 5 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, go fishing. Like when I was younger, like pound sand, I'm not doing that. Like evening fishing all the way. But yeah, morning fishing now for me. I love it.
Okay, all right, that's awesome. I'm in the same boat. Over the last few years, I've fallen into the morning. Well, my job, I get up at 4 a.m. Monday through Friday to get to work by 6, and so to get up to be fishing on Saturday, that's easy. I mean, that's just one more day getting up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I usually get up at 5:30 to go to work. So like I'm up in the mornings anyway.
Yeah, you're up. Yeah.
The day I'm going fishing on a weekend, I'll get up even earlier. Like I get excited. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not hitting the snooze button at all. Like I'm getting up, I'm going. I know things are ready to go. Car's packed. Like let's get on the water.
So we record the podcast on Fridays, and like me and James will normally plan a Saturday morning send. And by the time I'm leaving his place, which is where the podcast happens, I'll get home and I'm so jazzed to go fish. I can barely sleep. Like it's almost like I get like 2 hours of sleep, but I wake up like that. I'm ready to go.
Oh, same. Like it's one of if I don't know if I'm ever gonna get like not excited about it. Like as you
Exactly.
get older, it's like, hey, you want to feel like a kid again. Every time I fish, I feel like a kid again.
Yes, I would
Like
agree
it's
with
so
you.
exciting. Like I don't care how many fish you catch. Like you hook into a decent fish, it gets your heart pumping. Like it's so much fun.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I would say
Um,
the first tournament I fished was this kayak adventure series. The one thing I didn't like about tournament fishing, it
Yeah.
added stress to hooking into a big fish.
okay.
If you're just out fishing for fun, having a good time, if you lose a big one, like it's a story. Like it
Yes.
sucks. Like you want to land it, but it's like, no big deal. In a tournament, it's like I could if I'd have landed the fish that I lost in the junior ad event, I'd have been in the top
Mhm.
10. Like I
Yeah,
finished
and that's
22nd out of 43. But it was because I lost that one fish. So like that one hurts. Like I'm not gonna forget that for a while.
yeah. See, I haven't jumped into any tournaments yet, and that's my reason why I haven't. I don't want it to suck. I don't want it to take away from the fun. I just enjoy the fun part too much. But I think one day I'll probably be in that tournament because there's also the part of you that always wants to know: am I good at fishing? Am I
Yeah.
actually good at fishing?
Exactly. And you meet a lot of people like
Yeah,
everybody
that too.
there for
That
the most
too.
part, like they're into fishing. It is competitive. Like they don't want to talk about what they're throwing, where they're going. But after the tournament, like everyone wants to talk. Like, hey, here's what I caught them on. Here's
Yeah.
the conditions I caught them under. This part of the river, this part of the lake. Like that's the fun part about it.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like one. I'm gonna have to one day.
But
It'll
the
happen.
stress is like in
Yeah,
time management. It's like, did I
don't know if I
spend
can
too
do that.
much time in this spot? Like I should have moved on. Especially if you spend time in a spot, then you move on and catch a big. You're like, oh, I just wasted so much time. Why did I do that?
Oh man, I don't know if I can do it. I already have like a really bad ADHD squirrel brain. Like I'll just squirrel around. Like, oh, should I go here? Should I go there? Should I go here? Oh, I stayed here too long. I need to be here.
Totally. Like the amount of planning that goes into it. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like the last day was like lines out at 3. I still had like a mile and a half to float. I'm like, I'm still gonna fish. Like,
right.
there were a bunch
Like,
of
I'm
people
not-
on tubes. I like paddled over to guys on tubes, like, hey, do you guys have any extra beers in there? Like, give me a beer. Like,
Give me a
if I'm-
beer.
like, the only thing I don't like about tournaments, you're not allowed to drink. Like,
Yeah.
you would be disqualified. So I'm
Wow.
like, if I'm fun fishing, bring in some beers. Like, it's part of it.
It's a part of it. Yeah. Especially when you're floating. You gotta have a beer in your hand while you're floating.
Exactly. What do you do between point A and point B?
Yeah. And when you get thirsty, what are you gonna drink?
Yeah, exactly. Not a cooler full of waters. One of the trips I have that I've been doing for like 22 years. A bunch of friends, we usually at the end of summer, we go on the Susquehanna to a campground. It is just, it's one of the things I look forward to all year. But it's loading up canoes, like we fish out of canoes, which
That's
is
cool.
the amount of rods I've lost in the Susquehanna from tipping
From
canoes.
canoes.
This goes back to, you talk about like having to go to the bathroom. Like if you're floating in the middle of a river, it's a pretty shallow river. There's spots like, if you're drinking beers, you have to pee.
Yeah.
Like guys standing up and peeing, it's like you just tipped a canoe because you had to stand up and pee. Like, could you have held it until we got to an island? Yeah. So I will not be taking my Corrado or my Vanford on that trip.
In the canoe.
Yeah.
That's not going on that
No,
canoe. I don't blame
that's
you.
a cast. Those are when the casting rods come out. Like,
Yeah. Those are the expendable rods.
yeah, exactly. I have a tackle box around my neck. Like that's what we're doing.
That's awesome. What is your most confident bait that you have in your arsenal?
I would say the gold blade, gold shiner, deep cheapskate, 3/8 ounce with the baby hogzilla on the back.
I
Like
vibe
whether
with
that's
that.
a lake or a river, like if I'm throwing it behind a rock or see an eddy, deeper pool, like I'm highly confident something's going to bite it.
Awesome. That's super cool. Well, I only have one more in my ending questions. It's the one that I leave for the very end. I feel like everything we've talked about today lives in the small ponds realm, and now I want to get to the big dreams realm. So what is your big dream?
I would love to get bass some to a point where it becomes my full-time job.
Yeah,
Like be able to
that's
make
sick.
money off of it. Like we do plan on building in a pro tier, like sometime this summer. So one of the things I'll say, like until we launch that, anybody who's on it, like you're going to be grandfathered in.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like if you want to get on it and be grandfathered in and get all the features we're going to build, because some of the stuff we're going to build in is like really good specialized agents. And what that
Okay.
means, like a little contained AI expert on something. So like one on weather conditions, one on structure and cover, one on bait
Okay.
selection, one on river fishing, one on lake fishing, one on tidal bodies of water. So it's our AI is going to get real. It's good now. It's going to be fantastic, come this fall.
Wow, that's super cool, and I love that for your big dream. I think that's what we all want to do, right? We all want to
Yeah,
just work.
I like my day
fishing.
job. I like
Right,
it. Like
right.
where I work, like the people I'm working with. But if I can just do something related to fishing,
Right, your
absolutely.
passion. Something your passion, dude. And I totally get it. That's where this whole Small Ponds Big Dreams started. Me and James were like, dude, I want to be in the fishing space and I want to get to a point where hopefully one day maybe we work in it. And I feel that big dream. So that's super cool to hear that I'm not the only one that has that dream.
Oh, totally.
That's sweet. Well, Sean, this has been amazing, man. Is there anything else you would like to shout out before we head out?
No, check out basslamai.com. Check out the app. It's free. If you don't like it, let me know why you don't like it. We can probably build in something to make you like it. But you will get value out of it. And then I would shout out, my partners at Dark Horse Tackle. Like they've helped me to grow the app, make connections in the industry, and provide a lot of great ideas. Like they're on my advisory board for the app. Check out Dark Horse Tackle, small American baits, like everything that they sell, have confidence in because they actually fish.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say check out Bassam AI and Dark Horse Tackle. Can't go wrong.
Awesome, Sean. Well, this again has been an amazing conversation. I appreciate you coming on here talking Bass Thumb with me today. And hopefully we'll have you on again once, maybe in a couple months. We'll see where Bass Thumb is along and we'll catch up with you.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Looking forward to it.
Awesome, Sean. Well, I will catch you later, buddy.
All right. Have a good night. Cheers.
You too, bud. Peace.
Well, that was a very informative and interesting guest spot. I'm intrigued.
Sean was a very intelligent man on the matter of his application, and I loved that. I learned a lot of things, so much that after that, I went home that night and I logged like 30 photos. So apologize, Sean, if you had anything to do that night. It was all my fault. And just kind of surfed around on the app more. And I'm not gonna lie, I might ditch my log and just use the app because it keeps more data than I do. And the fact that it can spit it back out at me and I don't even have to think about it. Yeah, I'm thinking this application might be something. And he talked about the Sentry Cub. I want that hat. I want to be able to walk around. You know me. I like having hats that no one else has. I like having, unique shit. I mean, come on. You have a Hookset Hoodlums hat. Have you seen anybody else around that has a
No.
single? Anybody have a Paddleboard Crusader? Yeah. I've seen a couple G cracks, but that's just my child. But other than that, like around our ponds, you don't see anybody wearing that shit. So that's why I love wearing things that people don't typically see.
No.
So yeah,
you like to stand out from the crowd.
Oh yeah, I always have.
I tend to blend in.
I know you do. I'm the unicorn and you're the
rhinoceros.
Well, we both have horns.
Exactly.
That makes sense. As long as you're not the rhino from Ace Ventura.
Well, that wasn't a real rhino. That was a fake rhino. But that is how it feels outside right now.
Dude, we're not even. It's so freaking hot. I hope we get a reprieve next week, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
So yeah, on that note, speaking of the heat,
yeah,
we got a little tip of the week to talk about.
Yeah, so I thought about this the other day, and this comes from the help of Mr. Eli. He actually brought this up to me while we were fishing. I think it was a couple trips ago, actually, where he was talking about how he has a little bit of a hard time during the summer time. So I thought instead of just giving you guys just like a random one-off tip, let's just do a quick little talk about summer and some tips that we've utilized that we find that helps a lot. And last year I kind of like grew more during the summer in my fishing than almost any of the other seasons. Not this year though, so far. But First things first, peak low light hours, so early morning, late evening. I'm sure you guys hear this all the time. A lot of things I'm going to talk about you hear all the time, but it's just something that if you're, for whatever reason, you found our podcast as your first fishing podcast, which, kudos to you. I want you guys to know this. So, and in those low light hours, one of the best things on the planet to throw is going to be
Water.
Oh, James is ready for it. He was ready for it. That's right, James. Get out your top waters. Get out your favorite top water, whether that be a walking bait, whether that be a popper, whether that be a wake bait, whether that be a weightless soft plastic that's a floating type, whether that be
Frogs.
a buzz bait, a hollow body frog, all kinds of things you guys can throw. I let the pond kind of tell me what I'm going to throw, meaning if there's vegetation, I'm going to throw that hollow body. If it's more open water, I might look into more of those treble bait options. If I see bluegill busting at the top of the water for bugs and things, I'm definitely throwing a popper. So there's things that you can kind of key on there for your top waters. If you have no other choice, like you're like me and you work until 2:30 and you still want to go fishing, you have no choice but to go out in the peak sunlight, the peak heat of the day. You can still catch bass. You just want to target deep structure, like rock, grass, laydowns, stumps, brush piles, ledges. Those help. Deep transitions,
Shadow light.
shadow. Any bit of shade that is cast onto that water is a great one. I have a lot of luck with like that right on the edge of the shade, like you're in the light, so they see your bait a little bit more, and they're typically in that shaded area. That helps me out a lot. Presentation wise, I have said it for a while. I'm a huge fan of longworm summer. I used to throw an 8-inch worm during the summer quite frequently. I do like to throw a little bit of a bigger presentation in the summer just because I feel like that's something that it gives it a little bit more for them to pick up on. Yeah, and then top water in the morning and evening, man. This is my favorite time of year, top water. We didn't top water last year. Like we did not
Water.
last year.
No.
But we definitely
Water.
this year.
year.
For sure.
And as far as
This could
gearing for the summer, make sure you're prepared for the heat. Bring your water, like we always say. And I always recommend sun shirts, like I'm wearing now, because a hat and a hood will protect your face, your neck, and everything from the sun. Keep that burn off you.
Mm-hmm.
I do rock sun gloves a lot during the summer.
I need to get into that, but I like to bronze, so I do get a little tan on. But I want to get into that. Buffs for your face are really nice if you're out like on the boat where the water can really send that glare back up at you. Sunscreen if you're into that kind of thing. Bug spray, really good time for this
Watch
time
for
of year.
the ticks. Do a tick search when you get home.
Yeah, they're starting to get pretty wild around this time of year, especially when you're walking through that tall brush.
And water.
Oh, H motherfucking 2O. And hydration powders. Whatever your hydration powder of choice may be. This one's mine. Raspberry.
And your salmon pink.
It's my wife's. I like salmon pink.
That's fine. Salmon's good.
Speaking of my wife, we're going to have to pause this for a quick second. Well, that was the tip of the day. No, for real though. I think that was some solid summer tips.
Yeah.
And I think you guys can definitely utilize it.
Oh, I think I forgot to mention. Bring water.
Water. I don't want to ever hear anybody's like, oh, I got a heat stroke going on. You have to drink water if you're going to be out there in the heat.
Oh, another summer tip.
Hmm.
If it's real warm, you're kind of not feeling it, skip the pond, go to the creek.
Yes. Wade in the river. Any kind of wade fishing is excellent during the summer. And I would love to be wade fishing right now.
Have you seen these like wade leggings?
Yeah, I almost thought about getting some with my current foot situation.
Yeah, my feed keeps throwing them at me.
I told Marianne, I was like, man, if I had like some neoprene sock, I mean, not even that. I just need something that won't allow the water to get to my foot. Yeah. And then we could easily go.
Get you a wetsuit.
What if I would get a Kroger bag?
Magnum condom.
My feet aren't that big. All right, but I think it's time to get into comments.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's hit that comment section.
How's your YouTube? looking?
YouTube. Let me check. Empty.
Okay. Well,
I will
they
say we
just-
did get like 4 likes on the episode.
I'm
though.
gonna start saying that our listeners suck because they just like hearing me read. I'm freaking suck at it. Just
Do we need
kidding.
to switch
I'm
comment
just- I'm
sections?
I'm just kidding, listeners. I'm just kidding. All right,
he really can't read though.
But
he
I
has to
really can't.
memorize
That's-
these beforehand.
no, wish. You're giving my brain way too much credit. All right, first comment on our last episode, which was our David Lee episode, which is also a fantastic episode. First comment came in, and it just says he got him on, and I did. I got him on. I wasn't playing around. I was going to get him on. Anybody that I say I'm going to get on, I plan on having on the show. It's just whether or not timing and scheduling and all that shit lines up, then they'll be on. Then we had our good man Justin. Justin said, "Great interview and great show, guys." Thank you, Justin. As always, we appreciate you, homie. And then it says, for this week's question, the only fishing knot I consistently, thank you, use and know by heart without having to look at a video or diagram to refresh myself is the uni knot. Though I did learn the FG knot to tie leader onto my BFS rig. I'd probably have to look at a video if I was going to do it again, though. Also, we didn't know, Justin, you were rocking that BFS. That's sick. Also, you can use just straight braid because we've done it before and it works very
Yeah,
well.
because you're using such low poundage that it's
So thin. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're good. Unless you're like fishing gin clear. But even then, I mean, like some of the water we fish are pretty clear with it. So I wouldn't mind it. Respect on the uni. I love the uni knot. One of my favorite knots of all time.
it's the one I use 90% of the time.
And respect on the FG knot because I can't tie it.
Massive respect.
Massive respect. Mr. Eli himself, he asked if it was a new recording spot, which is hilarious because guess what? We're here again. No, this isn't a new recording spot. I wish it was, only just because the air circulation here is a lot better.
Was it really that bad last night?
No, it wasn't that bad, but it's just I'm fat. I mean, I had sweat on my my shirt was.
Well, it's in your
soaked.
roll. Your roll's
Yeah,
gonna sweat.
But the problem is like once we hit the lights, everything like that, right?
Yeah.
It just shines on you, bro.
Yeah.
You get hot, but it's I'll be fine. But is it the fact that we're in a 68-degree central air household feel a little bit
68,
better?
this feels more like 74.
It's like 69 or 68. Yeah, we keep it pretty low here. My guy's like, that's 74.
Feels like 74.
And then he said, Eli says, I use the improved clinch knot or Palomar knot. Also, BFS may be something I need to invest in. Caught the first BFS fish. He did catch his first. It was on my BFS combo, which was on the round reel, which he was not much a fan of. If he liked left-handed reels, I would let him borrow my Kestrel for sure, but I don't think he could use it. And I told you, Eli, Weber, BFS, great days. Great days.
And I'm just curious of the difference between an improved clinch knot and the regular clinch knot.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been a very long time since I've looked at the clinch knot. I'm not much of a fan of the clinch knot because again, it's a clinch. Like it's to me, it's cinching more on itself, which I mean the uni knot does on a strike too. I don't know. I just use the uni knot because I'm lazy. I also use San Diego Jam, which is
Just fun to say.
San Diego Jam.
Makes me think of Anchorman.
It really does. Every time. It really does. And then, of course, our good buddy John Creek said, my go-to knot for most things is the Palomar knot. I do use a double Palomar knot on a glide baits, which I didn't know was a thing. I also use a loop knot for swimming a minnow and some square bill crankbaits. I use either FG knot or Alberto knot for leader to braid line. It really depends how fast I want to get back to fishing. It takes me a little longer to tie the FG knot. First things first, Mr. John. Holy smokes, dude. You know a lot more knots than I do. Respect on the FG. Anybody who's tying the FG, respect, because I can't do it. My hand was, look, I have no hand. I have a hand. I have no hand. Oh, wait. Oh,
Just getting censored.
I promise I am not flipping the bird. And then what I also liked about this was the loop knot. That's a pretty hard knot to tie. And he's swimming minnows. John must fish pretty like hard.
Yeah.
I didn't know all that about Mr. John. I think that's cool. John, again, we appreciate you commenting and answering the question, as has anyone who has answered the question. Which brings us to making the question of the week, which I forgot what I said I was going to do. No, it's like we're not doing a question week. I know that.
Exactly.
It's a call to arms.
Yes.
But I forgot what my call to arms was. Do you remember what my call to arms was?
We've got an disproportionate amount of
what it was.
listeners and followers on our Instagram to followers on Spotify and YouTube. You like the little
Yes. So to put you behind the scenes slightly, between Spotify and Instagram, or Spotify and YouTube, I think we have like 80 some followers. Yet we're in the 200s on our Instagram. And also there has been times where there are more listens than there are follows. So the call to arms is to just follow us. If you hit any comments this week, just hit us with some conversational pieces. Ask us questions if you guys want, or just comment on this week's episode. Let us know if you're using Bass Thumb, those kind of things. But we're not going to hit you with a question. We just really want you guys clicking those buttons. Those really help us out on our end. And it really lets us know you guys are appreciating the content and lets us know what more to make. Because we want to make things that you guys enjoy. We don't want to make things that you guys don't like. I mean, I don't need to go back to the days and times where only me and you listen to this podcast.
No.
Shoot, our own family won't even listen to it. At least hit a like for feeling sad about that.
Actually, my mom started listening.
Oh, God. Listen, what's your mom's name again? Is it
Kathy?
Kathy, I'm so sorry for anything I say on here. Your son is an amazing man, but he can also be a little bit of a prick. Dude, he's the son.
That was good though.
Dude, you sat back and I was like, oh my God, who's hitting him with the rays? Yeah, so just a little call to action, call to arms. If you're listening to this podcast and you don't already follow, please, wherever you're listening at, follow. Share it with a buddy.
Like it, rate it.
Go on over to Instagram, follow there if you're not following already. We have all kinds of content coming. A Q-bomb rigging video will be coming out soon. The Q-bomb rigging video is based around the idea if you lose your through wire because you're a dummy, or not a dummy, just something happens, right? So that'll be really cool. Hopefully we have some catches coming from this week.
Hopefully you've already seen the catches from tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully you're logging your catches on Bass Thumb. That's what I hope.
Yeah.
You're gonna be.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah, starting
Starting
today. 'Cause
Starting
you're gonna
today,
catch like
yeah.
30 today.
30?
Yeah,
I
37.
don't know. Maybe 27. 42.
42 is all knowing.
Oh man.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be 42 in a few months.
Wow. Way to let out your age.
I don't care. I'm an old man.
Well, they could tell by the gray in your bush.
Carpet does match the drapes.
It's so great.
That's why it's balding.
Who wants a piece of the gray bush? You're balding and I'm hairing, but I'm not going to show you. I will not show anybody the hair on my head unless I got my ponytail in. Then I will.
Your man bun?
My man bun, dude. But
You
I
do
mean,
a
they
top
can
knot.
like they can kind of tell there's a good amount of hair back there.
You go samurai top knot with that.
That's what I'm gonna do when it gets longer. It is the longest I've ever had it. Like when I pull my bangs down, it's like down to here.
You can top knot it and then we'll shave everything else.
What would you call that? I want to call it the swirly. I don't know why. Because it's like it's what you hold on to when you're giving someone a swirly.
It's like, no, then we'll take your top knot, we'll gel it into a swirl that goes straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
it's like
this.
the way they do the ice cream cones.
like the old baby cartoons.
Oh my God, yes, like that.
Yeah.
What was the Son of Mask? That's how his hair was in the Son of Mask.
I didn't
right?
see that one.
Really? I had to because I liked the mask so much when I was a
I did
kid.
love the mask, but
Yeah.
that looked like a travesty and knockoff that I could not bring myself to. But we've gone on a long tangent there.
We have gone on a bit of a tangent.
Ooh, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's Tennessee. Sorry, my wife just sent us something that was pretty cool. Yeah, tangent over. End of the podcast. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Like we said, like, follow, all that fun jazz. Share. Get out there, fish when it's not hot. We hope you guys are out there absolutely ripping lips. Tag us in your fishing catches. We'd love to see them. Otherwise, that's going to be it from us here at Small Ponds Big Dreams. Tight lines, bent rods,
And big dreams, and stay classy.
oh, and enjoy your 4th of July.
Yeah.
It's already over. We hope you did.
Hope you have all your
Hope you
fingers.
have all your fingers. Stay classy, San Diego.